Can y'all elaborate on dice game when it's tied to y'all?
I know people were associating me with that the situation because I went to Labusi pool party and he happened to be there and he happened to be standing on me. I mean, right next to me. The truth is, I never met him before. I had no idea who he is. I didn't even know he was a jeweler until after his passing. And then the night of that game isn't the night that he got leaving Boosie concert the next night because somebody tried to rob him. So, you know, the internet play internet games. But this is a situation with a dude that I didn't even know. I ain't know his name. I had no knowledge of him. I ain't know he was from Chicago. I ain't know he was a jeweler until social media started trying to point a finger because he was standing next to me, and it's just unfortunate that something transpired after another dice game, but neither incidents had anything to do with a dice game.
Prince straight up called 50 a full-blown hypocrite, saying if Big Meech is a snitch, then 50 might as well be wearing a badge. That's wild and set the stage for serious tension. Word on the street is Jay Prince is allegedly throwing major threats at 50 Cent for calling out Big Meech and hinting that something big could go down. 50 keeps labeling Meech as a rat. And that's not just a casual diss. That's smoke with fire. This isn't small talk anymore. It's high-stakes energy spilling across the industry, like gasoline waiting for a spark. The whispers are growing louder with each passing day. Let's be real.
Who pick who he be fight with? Right. Like if you sitting and you, I'm not going because this. I won't fuck with him, but with this one. Yeah, I think I can take him. Right. You want to fight the you think you can beat?
And I called Jay Prince in them out. I'm saying,
He didn't say nothing to whack. So when you come talking to me, I feel like you're very selective. This is exactly what I meant last week when I was talking about street is being.
50 Cent isn't the type to sit quiet when challenged. It's starting to look like Jay Prince may have messed with the wrong heavyweight in the game. This whole situation's got layers, and Jay Prince's track record isn't doing him any favors at all. His name's been floating through rumors of extortion, shady dice games, and even whispers linking him and his son to the tragic situation with Takeoff. Nothing has been confirmed, but the streets don't forget. And if 50 decides to air out trust, he's got plenty of ammo. And guess what? 50 already clapped back on Instagram, looking confident and reminding everyone exactly how ruthless he can get when someone tests him. But here's the question. Is Jay Prince truly stepping up to defend Big Meech? And what exactly did he say to 50? Is he risking it all by coming at one of the most calculated, relentless figures in hip-hop?
Y'all questions, then I'm gonna have to go about my business. You can see I'm just relaxing, letting God's air blow on my face. And a sucker free.
You know, we all know if you can tap into good people wherever you go.
Wherever, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a blessing, Rip.
Real talk.
Real talk. Who want to have access to power and not use it?
This is about to get real messy, and that's no exaggeration. 50 Cent is still pressing Big Meech hard over those snitching claims, refusing to let up for even a second. The energy is fierce, and now there's backup jumping into fray from an unexpected angle. Out of nowhere, rapper Top 5 jumped in and aired out Big Meech on social media, dropping a video blasting him for sliding into his DMs. He called him a rat and tagged 50 directly, saying, "Come get this fake 60-year-old kingpin out my DMs before I crash out." That post exploded across feeds, sparking even more tension. Then Top 5 doubled down with the hashtag Big Screech. Savage and bold, the move sent shockwaves across the culture. Of course, 50 didn't miss a beat. He reposted the video and added shade of his own, captioning it, "He probably wanted to borrow some money from you. Gangster LOL." Classic 50, trolling with precision and fanning the flames even hotter. Meanwhile, the rest of the industry is keeping their heads low, trying not to get caught in the crossfire. Most players want nothing to do with this showdown between 50 and Big Meech, but one heavyweight couldn't resist stirring the pot.
Check the play out. All entertainers, when you go to Houston, stay away from Jay Prince Jr. There's a whole play going on. Here go the play right here. The play is a loaded dice. Now I'm gonna talk about something. Let me see if y'all catch up with them. Y'all catch up with them to what I'm saying. The entertainer invites him in, act like he's covering for him, hanging out. Everything is cool. Let's go here. Let's go there. Let's go here. Let's go there. He introduces the dice game. He got 3 right, who rotate the dice. Now these dice is loaded. Tell me it's a Wolf, Big Caprice, and watch this, and Little Cam are the loaded dice rotators, right? He said what? There was a situation that occurred that a certain jeweler around and got past the dice on accident and was hitting on them for a couple hundred. They got irritated about that. I ain't gonna go too far into that story because, right, boom. The only way they could get their money back was have money back. He said, but Lil Cam, Wolf, and Big Caprice are the 3 designated to say I'm up, I got the next, and they pass the dice to each other, but they loaded, but they shooting against them up. Whoever's in town, the entertainer, right? They say Jay Prince Jr., he get 30% of whatever the take is.
Jay Prince stepped straight into the fire, even though no one had called his name, adding another unpredictable twist to an already dangerous situation. Gossip blogs are buzzing with claims that Jay Prince has been sneak dissing 50 Cent on Instagram stories, accusing him of using Big Meech's name purely to boost his own clout. The tension is spilling out publicly, creating a digital arena where every post feels like a coded strike. Allegedly, Jay Prince even posted, then quickly deleted, a message saying Big Meech was worth over $100 million before prison, that 50 used Meech's life to make money, gave him $5 million, and now claims he created the BMF brand. That's a bold, explosive claim. And it's no longer just 50 versus Meech. Jay Prince clearly wants it on the chaos, too. But wait, it gets even crazier.
Said it exactly. You 60. You 60. What are you talking about? What are you, bro? I lost mad respect for you because I used to have mad respect for you. When you had Shakur with you, when you lined Young Boy NBA up, why the f you got Shakur with you? And this is why he acting like that. This is exactly why he acting like that. Talking about you got Young Boy NBA umbrellas and his keys to his car. Young Boy NBA told y'all niggas, this is what he said. This is what Young Boy NBA said. Whack 100 was the most disrespectful. Wild disrespect. I ain't even gonna repeat this shit 100 said. Mad disrespect. Drake is beefing with Kendrick Lamar as we speak. I have not heard, this is the first time Drake got into some shit, and I ain't hear you say shit to Kendrick Lamar now. Why do you think that you could tell us what we can and cannot say, man? Control your...
According to insiders, Jay Prince isn't just throwing subliminals online. Word is, he's allegedly making slick moves behind the scenes, threatening to send people after 50 shut him up. Real sneaky moves that suggest this beef is moving from digital to physical, and the risk factor is climbing with every hour. Yet 50 isn't flinching one bit. Instead of backing down, he clapped back with a bold message, posting a scene from Training Day to let everybody know that no matter what comes his way, he's unshakable, built for this life, and ready for any challenge. In the caption, he wrote, "Get the message," and fans definitely got it. Now, people online are clowning Jay Prince, saying he better chill and stay in his lane, because getting on 50's bad side is never the move, especially when your own closet might be overflowed with skeletons just waiting to be exposed. For those unfamiliar, Jay Prince is the CEO and co-founder of Rap-A-Lot Records, one of Houston's most iconic labels. Around the city, he calls himself the King of Houston, projecting an image of running the entire town. There's an unspoken rule in the game that when big artists touch down in hometown, Jay Prince acts as their unofficial security boss, making sure to protect it while moving around. But not everyone's convinced. Some in the streets whisper that all that protection might just be a front. Rumors swirl that Jay Prince and his son Jazz could be running an extortion operation behind the scenes.
Can't believe people play with people's intelligence the way they play with people's intelligence and intellect, you know, the way they do today. You know, people are telling lies for a living. You know what I mean? They actually lying to y'all for a living.
Leveraging their reputation as a power move to keep artists in line. If that's not enough, there's more chatter about these so-called dice games they host in Houston. Games where the stakes are sky high and reputations can crumble overnight. According to insiders, artists are allegedly getting lined up and losing big fast, like it's a hidden tax on fame. Now it looks like 50 might be dragging some of these serious secrets straight into the spotlight, threatening to expose things the public was never meant to see. The whispers around Jay Prince and his circle exploded after Takeoff's tragic death. But here's the wild part. Takeoff wasn't even the first person tied to Jazz Prince's infamous dice nights to lose his life. A few months earlier, Chicago's own Duke the jeweler hit big at one of their games, walking out with $100,000 in his pocket. But that win turned deadly real quick, before Duke could even reach his car. The pattern raised eyebrows everywhere and turned quiet speculation into a storm of suspicion. He was ambushed, robbed, and gunned down. Gone, just like that.
Jeweler that got doing the Boosie dice game. Ooh, yeah. So he was against Boosie and he got past the loaded dice. So, his name was Duke the jeweler. They said Boosie set him up. Now your story makes more sense. He died with all his jewelry on. Lil Cam was shooting that night when Takeoff died too. They're saying DJ Pat Bullet was a bullet that Takeoff. Also, Cam was the one shooting dice, so he had the loaded dice. Now, for Boosie, they must have switched the dice up. Either they was gonna have no, Boosie was supposed to have the loaded dice, and they must have switched it, gave it to the wrong.
When Takeoff passed, fans were furious, with many pointing fingers at Quavo, saying he should never have been rolling with Jay Prince and the Mob Ties crew, especially after what happened to Duke the jeweler. People were shocked, asking how anyone could still be near them after all those shady headlines and warnings. With all the suspicions already hanging over the Prince family, the public insisted Quavo should have kept serious distance. And now, the deeper you look, the shadier it gets. The man accused of pulling the trigger, Patrick Xavier Clark, has already been officially indicted by a grand jury in Takeoff's case. But even after almost 3 years, the trial hasn't started. That alone has fans and insiders on edge. Here's where it gets straight up sketchy. Just one day after Clark was arrested, he somehow came up with $1 million bond and was suddenly out on house arrest. By November 2023, things got even weirder. No more ankle monitor, no strict surveillance. Only a simple 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew. This bizarre turn of events sent shockwaves across social media and into street conversations alike. The most suspicious part? Court documents say Clark can't contact any witnesses, victims, or Takeoff's family, which also includes Jay Prince Jr. And get this, the court also banned Patrick Xavier Clark from contacting Jay Prince Sr. in any way. That ruling has fans seriously raising eyebrows, wondering what's hiding beneath the surface. How does someone go from house arrest to basically roaming around free with nothing but a soft curfew? The whole situation is starting to feel like a twisted movie, with legal loopholes, secret connections, and unexplained favors driving a narrative stranger than fiction.